Hi everyone!
Oh God!
About a year ago, at this exact time, I was studying abroad, and insert all the study abroad memes, please. Humor me, just do it. And to put it very clichély and frankly, the best experience of my life thus far. I'm just gonna spread and ooze this love onto anyone who's thinking about studying abroad, on the edge, or is going to, and they're just kind of prepping, because I feel like I have some expertise in the matter. If you didn't watch my study abroad videos, they're from a year ago. Highly recommend. You get some nice little insight into my life back then. I studied abroad in Buenos Aires, Argentina. I was there from August to December, so for the fall semester, but there spring, I guess. I was studying, traveling, just soaking in all the cultural immersion. Here are study abroad tips that you need to know. Study abroad tip number one, and this one I'm probably gonna get hate and backlash for, but it's the one I stand most strongly on, and it is pick a country that's going to put you outside of your comfort zone. In my opinion, I believe study abroad is a time to really get yourself out of your comfort zone, shake up everything you thought you knew about the world, and by going to a country where you don't speak the language or it's not your first language. For me, that's why I picked the Argentina program, because my second major is Spanish, and so I obviously wanted to study abroad in a Spanish-speaking country. A lot of people pick Spain. Nothing against Spain, I definitely would love to go. I heard it's amazing. I feel like Spain is definitely more westernized and European, whereas South America has a much richer Latin American, and it's a Hispanic culture. I just felt like that would be the best fit for me, but kind of bringing it back to where I started, go someplace that you don't think you would maybe travel later on in your life. I know I'll be to Europe. I know I'll go to Spain. I'll go to London. I'll go to all those places. But study abroad kind of gives the opportunity to visit the places where it's not like a hot tourist destination, Pick a program that kind of scares you a little bit. You don't want to feel comfortable studying abroad. That's the entire purpose, is to get yourself uncomfortable. That's my tea on that. This is literally tea. It's chai tea. Highly recommend. Tip number two, you best be living with a host family. I know a lot of programs have the option of living in dorm style, or just living with roommates in apartments. Don't recommend. Unless you're living in a dorm with other students that are originally or natively from that country, again, get out of your comfort zone. Living in a host family will definitely give you one much more immersive experience. It will kind of teach you and give you a glimpse of how life is like there. While if you're living in an apartment or alone, you're just gonna do what you've always do. Ooh, feeling a little crampy right now. So yeah, everyone that I've talked to that lives with a host family or that lived with a host family are huge advocates for it. I'm the same way. You can live on your own or with your friends the rest of your life. You're only gonna get this opportunity to live with a random family once. So do not pass up that opportunity. Tip number three, you need to save money beforehand. Now this one might be kind of common sense, but I definitely kind of dropped the ball on this. For some reason, I just had this idea that I wouldn't be spending a lot of money abroad, and that's also me just being naive and not doing my research. I was just like, yeah, I'll buy food, a few plane tickets. I underestimated how much travel would actually cost. So definitely that summer before or the semester before, pick up extra shifts. You don't have to save tons, but have a little extra stashed away. One, you're gonna wanna take advantage of all the opportunities, and you're gonna wanna travel and do all those things, and they cost money. Ooh. When I was abroad, I wasn't strapped for cash or anything. I guess I was just more shocked at how much I was spending, and it was kind of reality check, oh, yeah. Tip number four, do not be worried about what people are doing at home. FOMO, it's gotta go. It's not gonna serve you. For whatever time of the year you're gone, people from home are gonna be doing stuff at school, or honestly, I have such bad indigestion. I'm gonna have to drop the kids off pretty soon. Just don't stay wrapped up in that. They're thinking you're over there living your best life, and if you're sitting there like thinking, oh, I wish I could be home, no. Revel in where you are. I guarantee you all those things will be there when you get back, so enjoy exactly where you are and don't get caught up in what could be, you know. All right, I'm gonna go take care of this. So sorry. Whew, I ate Chipotle twice this week, and let me tell you, something about those burritos do not digest well. Oh, where was I? Going along with that last tip, do not count the days. You have been waiting, at least I was, literally your whole adolescent, teenage years to study abroad, and you're gonna be talking about this experience the rest of your life, so enjoy it. Make the days count, don't count the days. One major tip, and this can apply to literally just traveling in general, just check the dang weather. I left here and it was like 90, humid, and I was thinking I was going straight into that because, oh, South America, tropical. No, it was freezing. I think it was 40 degrees. I had no winter clothes. It wasn't freezing, it was like 50 degrees and windy and rainy some days, but it was cold. Literally should have done one Google search, like what's the weather today? But no, I'm so sorry to professors and teachers and educators all alike, but I think they can agree with me on this one. Kind of put school on the back burner just a little bit, just a little bit. For most study abroad programs, the schoolwork load isn't too intense. I mean, obviously it depends what you're studying. Don't spend nights in studying and doing homework, and obviously like get your stuff done. This is a cultural experience, and you're gonna gain more by having experiences and being out instead of being like studying all the time, unless you're trying to get into med school and this encourages you to not do any studying. And if that happens, I am so sorry. Take advantage of cheap travel. Literally wherever you go, especially Europe, traveling's pretty cheap. Not like cheap, it's like bus fare, but it's a lot cheaper than if you were to be in the US and then fly to Amsterdam and then fly to Greece, you know? And so when you're already in those locations where there are so many amazing countries and sites to see within a couple hours around you, take advantage of those. Utilize your weekends, your breaks, hang out with the locals. You're probably gonna go with a group of American students or wherever you're from. And those are great, like it's great to make those relationships too. Like I literally met one of my best friends on that trip, so I don't regret it at all in that aspect. But you're gonna learn more about the culture and kind of be able to appreciate where you are more if you have friends and relationships from people that literally live there. So yeah, just don't hang out with the same group. Switch it up, mix it up, have fun. And this brings me into my next one. Dates, like go on dates. And I know this, like Tinder and all the dating apps have kind of like a gross, creepy connotation, but I did it and I do not regret it one bit. I only went on dates with one person, but we'd like go out for drinks, dinner, dancing. It was nothing serious. It was just so much fun. It was like one of those stereotypical like study abroad brief little romances, like nothing serious, and we're still friends to this day. So how cool is that now I have like an international friend that I got to hang out with. Be safe, don't be creepy. Like we never hung out just one-on-one. We were always like in public places. So yeah, highly recommend, but again, be smart. Next one, I don't know if I am a huge proponent of this tip, but I did it and it kind of worked out in my benefit. But I only bought a one-way ticket there, and it wasn't because, oh, I'm staying here forever, but I just didn't know if after the program had ended, if I was gonna stick around and travel for a couple weeks or whatnot. I did end up coming home when the rest of the group did, but my ticket wasn't any more expensive. But you may run into some problems with immigration, because I know when I told the director of my program that I didn't have a return flight, she kind of got pale. So I don't know if this is the brightest one, but it worked out fine. Tip number 12, and it's vlog it. Even if you don't make YouTube videos, just like film stuff on your phone, upload them to YouTube, have it private. I am so happy I vlogged my entire trip, because I look back and I watch those videos and it's just Like I have all those memories on film, and sometimes like I forget even things we did, and then I watch them like, oh yeah, I remember, blah blah blah. Unleash your inner Casey Neistat, you know? Can never go wrong with that. And my last and final tip, even though I could talk about study abroad forever, is to watch shows and movies that are native to where you're studying. You're obviously gonna want your nights in where you just like binge watch Netflix, and that's cool, you gotta recharge. But my Netflix account switched, so it knew I was in Argentina, so like all my American TV shows I couldn't watch anymore, which was a blessing because I binged watched telenovelas the entire time. My personal fave was Las Muñecas de la Mafia. It was this very low budget Colombian telenovela, which I don't have access to here. Tear, and I didn't get to finish my season. Once again, great practice. It's all in a foreign language, and it's just another little key insight into the human condition of wherever you're studying. Those are a few of my tips for anyone studying abroad. I could not stress this enough. Do it, you will never regret it. If you have any questions, especially pertaining to South America or Argentina study abroad, leave them below or slither into the DMs, whatever your preference of communication is. And until next time, peace. Salud!